I didn't meet my dad until I was 22, but I grew up better than fine. I remember looking through my mom's photo albums as a little girl and asking who that man in an army jacket was. She told me throughout the years, people often asked about my dad, what he was like, what our relationship was like, if they'd ever meet him. And every time looking back and thinking about the journey I've taken, I realized that I didn't need to know him before becoming an adult. I met him for the first, even though I've met him, we still don't have a strong relationship. We check in on birth. I learned to love myself for me and not question my self-worth. Coping with my dad. Not knowing my dad didn't hold me back from becoming a strong, independent woman who is able to recognize what actual love is, what it feels like, how to get it, when it's earned, and how it shifts with time. I learned that as related video things mentally strong women do, provided by CNBC.
Raindrop, drip, drop top, top smoking.